Hey guys, Clay here from Badger Security and Survival, and this week we have an old school video going back to the Conflicted the card game series. This is deck 4, and it's the survivalist series. Let's do this. All right, and as usual, we haven't pre-looked at any of these cards. You can believe me or not, I don't particularly care. But Kelsey's gonna hold them up and I'm gonna pull one out here.
Take your pick, sir.
And this guy. All right, 6 of Hearts. After defeating a small force of a bigger army, Sergeant Linus wanted to use the captured men to strike fear into his enemies' hearts. How should the Sarge go about doing that with the captured men? I don't know how I would handle that. First of all, in an actual combat situation, you're fighting against a larger force. There probably shouldn't be captured people. Maybe one. I mean, they're not bargaining tools at that point. Any trades are going to be dangerous. Any prisoner trades are going to be dangerous, especially against a larger or a bigger army, as they put it on here. Personally, depending on the situation, I would either release them to go back if it wasn't going to be a bigger issue and it was like a misunderstanding, or I would just eliminate the threat, find out as much intel as I could and eliminate the threat. There is the biggest way you could strike fear into a bigger army is to have a unit disappear, not put, like, I'm assuming it's wanting you to say things like put heads on pikes along their patrol routes or something like that. I'm assuming that's what it's wanting people to do, and that's some pretty gruesome stuff. I would never do that. It's all purely logistical at that point. Kind of a silly question, to be honest with you.
Another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna do another one. I don't really like that one. I'm gonna take that guy. All right, here we go. If the electrical grid were to go down for years, how do you think your local community would deal with it? What would society look like? Here, people would be dead everywhere. There's, for years, 1 year up here, people would be freezing to death in their house rather than trying to find a better way to go. The people who did make it, at least 50% of them would try to find a warmer climate before winter again, if they could get out. Society would be basically non-existent. It would be small communities of people that know each other, and even then, it says years, so I'm assuming at least 2. After 2 winters in a place like North Dakota, forget it. Society is non-existent. You sustain on what you had, what you have, and what you can get, and that's it. So society would look like either a bartering culture or nothing. It would just be individual people and their families trying to find what they could get and scavenge. There wouldn't be a society as you would define it today. That's a better question. All right, guys. Well, if you want to head over to Conflicted the card game, you can type in Badger 2017 for a 10% discount on these decks. They have over 10 decks now. I'm not 100% sure how many they have. They keep coming out with them all the time. They're actually pretty interesting. They're very fun to do sitting around with a group of friends, especially friends that aren't particularly into it. If you're trying to get somebody into doing prepping or getting ready for a disaster in any sort of way, these are a great way to get their mind working and seeing what they would have at their house and how they would handle these situations. So head over there, Badger 2017, discount code for 10%. Make sure to check us out on Facebook. Hit that like button, share it around. We want to hear your comments on these same questions on how you would handle that situation. Check out our YouTube, and until next time, make yourself ready.